Hopefully that's working. Okay. All I'm doing is getting it back into the. I'm already started streaming J. All I'm going to do is if no one shows up for RTP-AWS, we'll just go ahead and retry this thing. But I'm trying to make sure this is going to be set up for, we can just hit this command and it'll work. So we can go ahead. So we got the bucket is in there. My project is there. My data set. My data set with just don't need this. I'll just go ahead and leave it there. We may need it for the next part. I'm not sure. So let me go back. I like your hat there.
Won't share a screen or something.
Yeah, I'm sharing it now. Just bear with me a second. All right, so we're going to restart this challenge lab just for grins. We don't know if anybody's going to show up for AWS. If they don't, then we'll just use this time. The reason I want to go ahead and use this time to get this out of the way as much as possible, Okj, is because the sooner we get this thing out of the way, I can work with you on the International Women's Day part for TensorFlow ML International Women's Day thing. And then once we get that out of the way, we can switch over to the International Women's Day version using MXNet. And I can help you with whatever questions you have for doing it your way as well. We can do it three times.
And you have a talk tomorrow, right, John?
I have a talk
your Pi Day.
Yeah, I have a talk tomorrow, and I gotta finish that. And then for my job offer tomorrow, I've got until like 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow to do some stuff with Google. And I did the stuff previously, and then it was supposed to enable me to do the next thing. And I started that, and it did not work. And I contacted the company. I even contacted the Google help desk, and yada yada yada. So I gotta knock that out today. Student 303. Oh my God, this is not me. Sign into your Google account. So I got a lot of stuff I got to do. So yada yada yada. Then one of the guys at that group where I'm giving the talk said that we don't do stuff. We're vendor agnostic. You should be talking about this from whatever vendor or something. And I'm like, dude, you should have told me that before I did my stuff, because I'm doing it just the way it is. You know what I mean, Bean? So it's just the way it comes
So
out.
you're not selling anything from a
I'm
particular.
not selling anything, no.
It's just a screenshot. Like, I mean, you got to do it somewhere. You're not going to reinvent.
Yeah. All right. So I got to copy some stuff over to make this for our style. So just bear with me a second. My project ID. That's there. Okay. This is going to be 819. That's the data set. let's see if this works.
Met input path. Temporary location. All right, I'm running the job.
Okay, so make why is this thing up? Like, I don't even want that stuff up. Okay. Oh my goodness. While that's pulling up, let's see.
I'm doing it. I just kept going to the data proc.
You just went ahead to the next one. All right. I'll go ahead and start that step as well. You have data, but you must run a support job using before you run the job.
Now
All right, so you have to go to the SSH. You have to SSH into the box, I believe.
Yeah, and it switched my region. Last time it was west, and now it's east. So I think I'm gonna have to create a new cluster.
Before you log into one of the cluster nodes and copy data, because that's the HDFS copy. Okay. So that's lab VM, I imagine. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Let me go back. SSH. Connect. Okay. Copy. Control V. HDFS command not found. What?
So I ran that in once. Did you create a cluster?
No, I didn't create a cluster.
Oh, I created a cluster, and then I went to the VM instances in that cluster, and it let me run the command.
Okay. All right. So before you run the job, you have to do this. So
yeah, so I did it here.
We have to create a data proc first. Okay.
Create a cluster first.
Okay. So let me exit.
In data proc, create a cluster.
Data proc. Create cluster. Let's close. Let's move this down a little bit. And they tell you what region. It should be a US East 1. Do they tell you a zone? Nope. Did you dork with any of the defaults other than creating the cluster?
I just did a create. Not sure if it's right or wrong yet, but that's what I did.
Okay. Equivalent command line. Copy. Okay. All right. Okay. Control Shift feet. Control create. That. Let's see if this thing completed. Nope, not completed yet. Data flow is still running. Okay. Compute engine. I'm going to go to the master node. Did you go to the master or did you go to one of the worker nodes?
There was only one that let me go to the SSH.
So maybe that's...
I think it was the master.
Okay. So
my lab restarted again.
that command line is not working. Hey, my fat ass is on the internet.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. All right, I'm on the internet. I'm on the interwebs. Jay, can we? I'm on the interwebs. I'm looking at her smiling. I don't think
What is the URL? I don't see anything.
It's right there. I'm on the interwebs. Look at me. I had my son take that picture. I had flowers back here. They took my flowers out. Okay. All right. Let's check my progress again. Nope. I don't know why you guys hang out with me. I'm just a damn a cascading sense of failure. It's like go whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like a flat tire. All day long. That's all I do. All day long. Okay, so all right, so the first one should have worked because that was just a copy and paste. We did all that stuff. I don't
Did it
understand.
work? Is
Uh,
it still running?
let me go back to data flow. Data flow.
I must keep doing something wrong because I keep getting kicked out of the lab. I get a message that says I'm doing something wrong and it kicks me out.
This is succeeding. This is succeeding and it doesn't work. Okay. Data proc. Okay. All right. So I'm a little confused. I created a cluster. Is this the same cluster though? That's my question. Let's click here and see. Cluster 8B05. This is cluster 8B05. So that's the correct one. All right, so let's submit a job. And then let's pull this off and we'll see what the job details are. I gotta pull it over here. Okay. All right, so it has a job ID. They're not saying anything about that, but it's going to be a Spark main class. Copy. Paste. Jar files. Copy. Paste. Archive files. Copy. Paste. Max restarts per hour. 1. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, my bad. That goes into the arguments. So this should be slash data dot text. Ah, this is interesting. You don't have it's equivalent rest, not equivalent command line. So copy to clipboard, close. We'll have to figure out how to do that where the job is not CLI. I'm sad. I guess because it's so complex, they didn't make a command line version. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. All right, but let's go ahead and submit it. Let's pull this back over. Really? What? Really? Like, what was wrong with that? Let's see if this has got the project in here. You got to have the project name. Cloud storage. That's right. Surely to goodness they didn't change any of the other stuff. This is succeeding. that succeeded. Why?
Did you create the lab? Those 2 steps, the 2 bullets, the cloud
Yeah.
storage.
Yeah, I did all that. I changed. So that is Quick Labs GCP 6.1 6.4. Yeah, that's the right project. The big
The
query.
project is 819.
Yeah. So it's 819. So I got lab 8. That's the data set.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was looking at the comment. Yep.
All right. My bucket, cloud storage bucket name 86. That's right. That's what I put in there. Let's look and see if any of this other stuff changed. GSP 323 lab schema. Customers. Uh-oh. That's the problem. God damn it. That needs to be 882. So that ID. Why vary something like that? That's trivial. Trivial. Okay. Whatever. All right. So that's just the way it is. So I have to wait till that one. Did this one work? That one worked. Data prep.
Right, I'm coming up behind you because I have to start over again. But
All right.
I kicked everything off. I haven't seen it succeed yet, but I'm at the data prep one as well.
I think with the data prep, it's all going to be like via the UI, but we need to import some data. Okay, all right. continue. I hope all these things I'm hitting are right without looking
The same thing.
Okay, but we got to put that use data prep to import. Oh my god, I can't remember.
So yeah, go to import. Yep.
I think it's import data from cloud storage. Click the node.
Yeah, and then up there it says cloud storage with a pencil. Click on that and then copy paste. Yeah, there we go. And then import and add.
Create data set with parameters or import and add to flow.
That's what I did.
Import and add to flow. Okay. Perform the following to ensure.
I can't remember where to go from here. Do
I
we do
think
a
it's
recipe?
I think it's here. Edit recipe. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. So perform the following transforms to ensure the data is in the right step. Why do they have a run ID and a user?
The last bullet is to change the column names. So I'm actually gonna do that first.
Remove all rows. So okay, so I think that's where they're putting like the table. That's just showing you what it's supposed to look like. And label columns, remove all rows with a state of failure, remove all rows with row 0. Label all columns. Okay. So I think what they're trying to show in that picture is that's what they want it to look like. So this rename, and we're going to have it as run ID. Add 545. This would be rename to user ID. Lab title. Rename. I think that's the same thing you're doing there, Chief, right?
Yeah.
Lab title.
Start. Next one. And end. And then time. And score.
Oh, I did the so I've got something wrong here. So it's going to be run ID, user ID. This is lab title. Rename lab. No, that's okay. What is the 122? That's lab ID. Okay.
Yeah, there's lab ID and then lab underscore title. And then score is going to be edit with formula, maybe? Where do we put that? Regex.
Okay. Start.
Where do we put our regex?
Score state. Go ahead and hit run on that. Run. Maybe I shouldn't have hit run immediately, but
Did you do the other two? Did you do the remove all the?
no, I was going to do them in stages, but I think maybe I fucked up by doing that. So view steps and dependencies. Let's see if I can resume it. Runs. Let's see if I can edit it. Display wrangle. Can I? Nope. You can't edit it once you've done it. I shouldn't have hit run. Okay, let's go back to the flow. Owned by me. Go back to this one. View all. Nope, not that one. Shared with me. Nope. Owned by me.
Oh, it's filter. Is where we do that. Remove all rows. Okay.
Oh my God.
The matching rows. Now we put the regex.
Edit recipe. I go back to edit recipe. Okay, so all that's still there. Remove all rows with 0, 0.
So it's
New step.
Right click on it. Click on the row or the column, sorry. And then it's filter rows. And then you can enter the string or the regex.
Okay.
On the column, click on the, which are you doing state first?
I just what I did was I just clicked on the recipe and then I edited the recipe because I had my stuff kind of messed up, right? And then I need to remove all rows, so I need to
just click on the column. Are the columns still clickable?
The columns.
Yeah. So go to the.
But isn't like right here filter rows? I mean, I can do that, right?
Oh, okay, maybe.
Remove rows matching. Filter custom formula. Filter. Remove all rows with 0. Filter rows which exactly equals a value. So is condition. I don't need to have a column. Filter rows. We're going to delete rows. Custom formula. You did a filter rows, right?
I did, yeah. I can show. I did it different. It was so. Oh, there you go. So you're maybe in the right place. No, you don't want a formula. Click on. Get rid of the filter rows.
Okay, so edit new
Click
step.
on the score column on the not the score column, whatever the name of that last one was. State,
the score
state,
column.
State column, the last column. And then go to the, yeah, click on that, the pull down, and then
Edit with formula or filter rows.
filter rows on column value, and then contains. Yeah, and then in the pattern, put quote failure quote.
Pattern to match.
Yeah, is quotes failure quote, like the string in quotes. Like
okay, so let me copy this just so I have it. Copy that. Okay, and you're going to add pattern, add regular expression.
Well, no, because we're on the state column. So on the state column, you want to remove failure, and on the score column, you want to use the regular expression.
Remove all rows with a state of failure. Okay, my bad. You're on the second one. You mean the first one?
Yeah, so you're going to do the exact same thing. The first one, you're going to put a string. The second one, you're going to put a regex.
Delete, remove all rows with a state of failure. Okay, so I see what you're. I was doing the second one, which was remove all rows with 0, 0 as a score, and now I see it's score. Okay, so state. So here we're gonna go here.
Yeah, do the same thing, and then copy and paste that. Yep.
Filter rows
on column values.
On column values, and I'm thinking contains might give me a regular expression.
Yeah.
Yep. And Control V, delete. All right, so that is everything. So let me run this one. Run. Now mine may have been screwed up because, see if this works now. Come on, make it green. Yeah, okay. So at least we've got that one down from a command line. This may screw up because I ran mine twice, right? Task 4. I got 42 minutes.
I think I lost my console. Did you? Because now I'm in that data prep thing, so we may. I think I need to open the console again.
So we can do one of these. I'm trying to figure out which is the easiest one. Cloud. I want to look at cloud. So that one we have to create an API key. Let me look at cloud
First one.
natural language and see if we have to create a key there. Got to create service accounts for it, and you got to SSH. What is the video? Video, you got to create service accounts. You got a whole bunch of curls to do. So let's look at natural language. And it looks like the easiest. No, it means speech. Cloud speech. Cloud speech looks like that's the easiest. It also has some curls. Okay. Let's do that one. So we got to go to, well, part of the problem with this is my console is being taken up by this. I'm not in the regular Google console. So let's see if I can open it again. I'm student 303. Yep. All right. So we need to go to API keys, APIs and services, credentials. Create credentials, API key, copy. I'm just going to edit Talent Lab.
You're gonna run, yeah, you opened up the cloud shell to run the command.
I do believe, yeah. So you're going to SSH to compute engine. So in these, so in our thing, we SSH to a compute engine. So the lab VM, this one, we'll just SSH to that one. I don't know what that is. This guy here, do you see it? The lab VM. That was the one that was up there before. So I'm not sure what that was. Export API key equals. Didn't do that as a string, but it is a string, so that's okay.
So can we just run it in the console?
I would think so, but previously we did it via an SSH session. That's what I've got in my notes.
Okay.
Here. So I'm going to go to that particular one because it may have the file there.
Okay, I'm gonna do it in the cloud console, and I'm gonna VI and then create that file, that request file.
The only reason I also went over here to the SSH is because I noticed that the SSH user ID on the very first one had the service account had edit permissions for the whole project. It wasn't, so it may have more permissions than the cloud. I don't know. It should work, but I just don't know. That's all I'm saying. Don't know. So. But this is copy. Not VI, sorry. And the reason I'm doing this non-VI is because I know like they don't have the thing set up for copy and paste correctly. Okay, and then let's try to curl this. Copy.
I need to find my API key.
Once you have analyzer fill, you can, okay, so this is going to go to task for -GCS 851.result. Right. Task for GCS 851 result. And then GSUtil copy task for copy. GSUtil's not there. Oh my god.
What isn't there?
So I don't have GSUtils. Is it, or it's GSU tools? Maybe that's what it is. That's the problem. Let's see. Man not found. So apt-get install gcloud.
Oh, you spelled it wrong. You didn't put the S.
I did it the second time. I did utils.
GSUtil. GSUtil.
Oh, okay. Very good. Adrian, what am I going to do without you, man?
Well, I'm still, so I don't have that curl. I didn't save it from the lab that we did. So I'm one step behind you on that.
All right. So I don't have GSUtils, and I can't remember what it's called. So bear with me a second. I want to save this off so I have it. Nano.
Can you send me the curl command for posting the?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I'll give you the curl. Let me save this for a second. GSUtils. Where is it? Here. 2, 3. VPN 1, 2, 3. Control V. Control Shift V. So that's that bit, and then you want the Control X. You want this command.
The post.
Yeah. Okay, and that goes here. Control V, and that goes in here. Control Shift V, and then I have to figure out what is the grep install star. So the only thing I installed was pip. I know, like I have to. I know, like I install. I know I've installed stuff before. Let me try to do it in Cloud Shell and see if it works. Just bear with me. Maybe it'll work in Cloud Shell. Nano request JSON.
Where's the API key?
It's under API, and then
Yeah, so I created it. No API key. I got the JSON file.
you do like an export. Control X, yes. Here, watch what I'm doing. API key, do like that.
Yeah, how'd you get that short key? I'm getting like the OAuth kind of a
So
key.
when you go back up here to create your key, there'll be a thing that says create credentials, pick API key.
That's what I think. Keys, add a key, create a new key. All right, that's not the right place.
All right, and then GS util copy, ask for result. Oh my, this thing sucks so bad. Task. Okay, there it is. Task. Them is like lagged, like result. Okay. On space. There we go. Space. And then where is it? Control V. So it's GS util. It is GS util, not GS utils. Okay. And that didn't work.
What'd you get? So my error was all around the key. I don't know why.
Mine, it says perform one of the three, and it has to be on the storage bucket.
You got a valid output from the API?
Yeah, right. So here, okay, is the file task for GCS 851 result. So that's the file name. This thing is like so lagged. Then I copied that to marking and cat result. Cat, okay, cat result. Export the key. Let's not do it this way. Let's just do it this way. So that's the result. That's the correct result. Okay. And then that's the result. Okay. So that's right. What's in storage? This is marking. There is the result. Oh my God, dude, that really is like just fucked up. Okay, so I'm kind of confused. On mine, it says once you've analyzed the file, you can upload the result analysis to here. So it's CD marking. This is CD marking. That is the result. The result. It says it's a public URL, but it's not visible. If I look at what I just uploaded, that says welcome to the baseline data machine learning and artificial challenge lab. That's the result. What why is that not correct? So you don't need to use that VM.
Yeah, I'm doing it through the cloud prompt.
What did I do at the last here? The very last. I did this. I'm telling you, like, dude, these labs are kind of bogus because you'll do them and they won't work.
I think we'll get it.
Yeah. Perform one of the three and upload the result with the required file name on storage bucket. I copied it. Task 4 GCS 851 result. Did the data prep thing run? Yeah, the data prep one ran. So I got one more to do and I got 24 minutes. G buckets, quick labs, GCP 00649, CD marking, task 4 dash, task 4 dash, GCS dash 851 result.